All right, everyone, welcome to the call. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. My name is Josh Amundson, though. I am 24 years old. I'm usually out in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, but right now we're chilling at an Airbnb in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we're just getting some work in before SummerSlam. Guys, drop some ones in the chat if you're going to SummerSlam. I see my guy Jade Hepper on here with the glasses. Let's go, baby. I'm so excited for SummerSlam, guys. This is going to be a life-changing event. And for those of you that aren't going, I want to let you know there is going to be another event in November. That's an actual worldwide company event. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be held in Las Vegas. So I'm really excited for that one too, guys. But those of you that are going to SummerSlam, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to get this call started, guys. This is not going to be, necessarily a, motivational leadership call. This is going to be the bolts and screws that you want to do for your business. Like just straight up. You cut the fat, not anything to get you all jazzed up, hyped up, stuff like that. This is going to be just straight to the point. There's people that, have been in, my business for about a year and a half that absolutely crush the system that I'm about to explain right now. And it's not going to be the shortest of, calls. It's probably going to go for about an hour, and it is being recorded. So if you happen to miss something, definitely you can go back and watch it. But you do want to take notes on this, because if you write it down, you'll remember it 5 or 95% better than those that wouldn't actually write it down. Okay. And so we're just going to go ahead and dive into it, guys. If you're brand new, obviously welcome to the team. I've been a part of now Team Ambition. I am Mastery Academy for, I think, pushing 3 years now. And it's been so cool. Like the whole experience of it coming out of college, I started doing this full time right away. And just being able to do this from your phone or computer anywhere in the entire world is beautiful, And so if you're brand new, like I said, welcome to the team, guys. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to apply. And there's a lot of people to help around the world, because this is a lot bigger than just us. This is about literally everyone. It's about helping people get financial freedom from their cell phone. That gives you the ultimate freedom in the world, guys. And so your goal, part of, obviously Team Ambition, guys, is to hit chairman as fast as you can, but as strong as you can. See, there's a difference between hitting chairman fast and hitting it strong. You want to have a strong foundation, because if you go hit chairman fast because, you're good at sales or whatever the case may be, you might not hold chairman for more than a week. And that's the thing. It's about holding and sustaining a very, very, very large organization, guys. And so systems, that's what we're going to be talking about today, how the systems work, what to take notes on and everything like that. Systems are important because having a good system is going to give you and everyone on your team a good conversion rate, which is the percentage of people that when they see the presentation, they actually join. That's what conversion is. That's the percentage of people that see the presentation and they actually will join after they see it. You want to have a high conversion rate, and as you do more and more calls, your conversion rate is going to go higher and higher and higher. It's just like a batting average, maybe, your batting average is, let's just say 1 out of every 10 people that you show signs up over the course of a year. Maybe now it's 7 out of every 10 people, it gets better and better and better, guys. And so having a high conversion rate is important with systems. Having a high retention rate. Retention is one of the most important things. That's the percentage of people that once they join, they stay in the business. Your retention, you want to have a high retention. You want people to stay in the business, even if they're not even making any money, but because they love the environment so much. Whether they didn't even get a free account, whether they have made not even $1, they love this family so entirely much because it's helping them as a person that they stay in the business. So high conversion, high retention, and then having a very strong foundation. And this is where you don't have to go rebuild the business again. I built my business to 75 or in my first year, 75 people, and it fell down to 3 people. And it's because I didn't have a good retention rate and my foundation was weak. See, you guys, Will Smith talks about this, basically analogy or story where, every single day he had to come home and, his dad would make him set a brick down and he had to put 1 brick down every single day. And his dad just said, just make sure you lay that brick as perfectly and as strong and placed as possible, because then you won't have to place it again. So he laid all those bricks perfectly. And then one day down the road, the wall was built, and so that's kind of how this business works. Every single person that joins your business is a brick part of the wall. And you want to make sure that you're setting them up for success, that they're laid down perfectly, that they know what is going on so they can have, equal amounts of success as you guys. And so let's just dive into it. This is something that Jade Hepper, me, and a lot of other leaders inside of all Team Ambition have talked about. This is called IPET. That's going to be this whole call, but I'm going to break it down and I'm going to add more details to it this time. Okay. So IPET is a 4-step process that you follow to build this business. And all you do is you repeat it over and over and over, guys. And so IPET, what it stands for, it's invite, present, enroll, and train. So let's go ahead and let's write the first one down. This is called inviting. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off right now, because I'm going to pretend none of you guys have anyone on your teams as of this time right now, because that's the order of operations, right? There's a lot of PEMDAs in this. You guys remember PEMDAs, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, yeah, all that stuff in math class, right? Well, we actually use it. It's kind of funny. So first part's inviting. Okay. It's really, really important to know how to invite, because if you or your team can't get good at inviting, nobody's going to want to go on your calls. No one's going to want to hop on. No one's going to want to see the information that you have that's so valuable in changing millions of lives, guys. And so inviting, I'm going to basically be, this is going to be, in a YouTube video that you're going to be able to give out to your team so it duplicates. But, the way that I basically invite people is by using a third person edification triangle. That's pretty much what it is. And the reason why you want to, use another person is because, excuse me, my voice is a little raspy, guys. We've been traveling a lot, but for an example, let's say I'm going to use Jade Heber as an example throughout this call, probably a few times. All right. So let's say Jade just got started. Got you. So Jade just got started. I just enrolled him into the business. And now I'm telling Jade this. Okay. This is how I enroll someone right now. Okay. I'm teaching him how to invite. That's what the goal of this call is right now. So this is essentially me teaching, whoever else would be on this call or see this in the future, how to invite. And so what it is when someone gets started, I'm going to say, hey, obviously, welcome to the team. The decision you just made, I made that 3 years ago, and my life has never been the same. I'm literally going to do everything I can in my, power to help you become successful in this. But there's some things I'm not going to be able to do for you because it's going to hurt your growth. Okay. And so, kind of breaking that down, giving you a little bit of mindset. Obviously, if you end up, having success in this business, it's because you created that success. If you end up failing or quitting, that's because you created that failure. I'm going to do everything I can to help you become successful, but there's just certain things I can't do for you. Okay. And so my goal is to help you become completely independent from me. Would you say that's a good goal? And obviously the person goes, yeah, that's a good goal. And what I tell them is independent doesn't mean I'm not going to be working with you anymore. What it means is that if you, I'm already putting this in their head. If you ever have anyone get started in the business, you know exactly how to help them become successful. And so right there, I'm letting them know, I'm setting the expectation that your goal is to become, stand on your own feet. Your goal is to become independent, because people join right away. They're dependent. They're dependent upon you to help them become successful. And then they move to independent. Now they're kind of moving on their own. They're shifting, they're standing on their own feet. And then they become dependable. Your goal is to have everyone become dependable in your business. You can depend on them, but you got to help them get there. And so now that you kind of got that understanding, trading is going to take time. Trading is going to take time. Okay. It's going to give yourself 6 to 12 months. Don't be, one of the amateurs who joins and thinks they're going to, smack the ball out of the park in 30 days. That's not how this works. This is learning a new language, but this is the best vehicle to learn how to trade in right now on earth, guys. And so just plain and simple, when you do get started trading, do $1 trades. Right there, guys. What I did is I just increased retention. If someone joins your business and they blow their trading account right away, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to quit. They're going to quit, right? Type of 1 in the chat if you've had someone quit because they blew their trading account right away. Happens all the time, and that's because they don't teach this stuff in school. They don't teach risk management. So the first thing I let them know is trading takes time, go slow, only do $1 trades for your first month. Right there, I expanded it. The whole first month, $1 trade. They're not even thinking about making money anymore because they're like $1. And what that did is now they're not probably going to blow their trading account in the first month, and you just increase the retention. Now they're going to be in it for 2 months, maybe 3 months. And so you want to tell them to go slow. You really want to hammer that into their head. If they send you a picture later in the first night and they're like, dude, Jade, I just grew my account by 7%. They just signed up that day. You should be like, that's super awesome. But remember, you were only doing $1 trades right now. Reiterate it, re-put it back into their head, guys. Don't give them a little bit of props for it, but dollar trades. Because if they blow their account, you can say goodbye pretty much. Okay. So that's one of the first things with retention. Okay. So now, like I was saying, trading takes time, but something that we can do fast is we can crush your free account. Something I do that I learned from Alex Morgan, guys, is I literally snap my finger on the calls. And I don't know what it is or what it does, but something about it, when you say like crush your free account, it like locks in their head. It gets them more excited to want to actually go out and do it. And so I say, something we can go fast at is getting your free account. And I go, you want to do that? And they say, yeah. And I'm like, well, how fast do you want to do it? And they say either two things. One, they say right now, or two, they say, I don't know, before my next monthly billing date. That is not the answer you want. You do not want before my next monthly billing day, because that means that's a bottom of the barrel answer. They're not going to go fast, and they're probably not going to get their free account. If they say, I want it right now, like, let's do it now, because you got a lot of energy right now, they're feeling it. They say, I want to get my free account now. You say, that is exactly the answer I was looking for. Let's do it. Okay. I'm going to help you do it. Okay. So listen, I'm going to teach you a rule right now called the 48-hour rule. Okay, this is the people who actually get their free account in the first month. This is a rule they follow. And if they follow this rule, they crush their free account. Okay, so basically what the 48-hour rule states, by the way, like I was saying, I'm going to put this stuff in the description of the YouTube video, guys. But what the 48-hour rule states is that you just joined the business right now. And technically, you are the most excited you will be throughout the entire business because it's brand new. Everything's brand new. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to utilize that excitement in the first 48 hours. Okay. Because after 48 hours, it'll have been 2 days. You're not going to be as excited. So what you're going to want to do is utilize that excitement. I'm going to send you this text message right now. Okay. I'm going to drop in the chat for everyone right now. I'll also put it on the YouTube channel, guys. But right here, this is the text I sent them. Okay. And so they can, and I tell them, because there's people from all over the world that join. I've signed up grandmas, grandpas, people from different countries all over the entire place. So I tell them, hey, listen, you can change that text to make it sound like you a little bit, but don't change it up too much, because that text works most of the time. Sometimes you'll have someone who joins where the text doesn't work that well. It has a pretty high success rate though. Okay. So this is what I tell them, right? So this text, this is about me and you, all right? So you're going to take this text, and in the next 48 hours, you're going to want to basically send that to 40 to 50 people. I let them know 40 to 50 people. I set the ball a little bit high, even though it's not a lot. I'm sure there's people in here that have messaged thousands of people, but right there, you want to take that text, send it to 40 to 50 people, and write it down. This is the most important part. I tell them you need to keep track of it. Most of the time behind me, I have sticky notes, my goals and stuff. I tell them, if you treat this like an actual business, it is going to pay you like one. So write down every single person's name. All right. So here's what's going to happen when you send this text. Here's what it says. Hey, how's it going? Let's say Jade's friend's name is Aaron. I just wanted to let you know, I recently started day trading with one of my friends. That's me. Jade's talking about me, who's been doing it for 3 to 4 years. If you have someone on your team that's edifying you, you could say for a year or so, 4 or 6 months, or for a while, but basically, I have a friend who's been doing it for 3 to 4 years. He's always down to help new people learn. Would you want to hop on a call with my friend and I to talk about trading this week if I set one up? And so here's what's going to happen when you send that to 40 to 50 people. This is what I'm telling, Jade, because he's my brand new guy in the team. People are going to say no. Obviously, not everyone wants to trade, of course. Some people want to be a doctor, a lawyer. Some people want to be a chef. Some people want to be, a dancer, whatever the case may be. But, if someone says no to me, I've been in the business a little while, I'll pressure them. I'll be like, well, what do you do? Do you invest or trade already? Maybe I'm interested in what you do. And, when you are brand new, though, you can just say, no worries at all. That's completely fine. Just, let me know when you want to start making some money with us, not when you want to start making some money. That's rude. When you want to start making some money with us. Okay. And so if they say no, remember to tell your person, write their name down. But what about this? What about, Jade? He gets to reply like this. He gets a reply where they say, well, how much money have you made, Jade? Or, who is this guy? Or does this cost money? Or why are you hitting me up? What do you get out of it? They start drilling you with questions. This is the easiest part that you want to tell them. Okay. They're blowing you up with questions right now. Right, Jade? So here's what you want to tell them. You literally, if they're asking you, how much have you made? How does it cost anything? They're drilling you anything. You literally just say, hey, that is a great question. Let's hop on a call with my buddy. That's what the text is about. And let's talk about it. And then boom, send. And now Jade just completely avoided the whole entire questions that they asked, deflected all of them. And now Jade is going to take me and he's going to take his prospect and throw us in a group. And he's going to say, hey, Josh, this is my friend Aaron. He's interested in learning more about trading. Done. I'm Josh. I've been in it for a while now. I slide in. I'm like, hey, what's going on, Aaron? Jade told me you're interested in trading. Would you want to hop on a call this week if we set one up and talk about trading? Date and time in the calendar. We hop on. That's how we get them on the presentation right there. See where people started to go around, where I went around for 6 months. I had to learn this, I wish someone would have told me this right now. And I'll ask some people here in a little bit if they, you know, have experienced this, excuse me, but I had a whole entire text message written out about the entire business, literally in my notes about everything, about the 2 and free, about, you know, the residual income, about how much it costs, about everything. I literally sent a book to every single person that showed interest. And it's because I wanted to, you know, get them to see the information via text, you know, and what I realized is I was trying to reinvent the wheel. I was trying to do it my own way. I was not using the company's presentation. If you're not using the company's presentation right now, you are reinventing the wheel, and you're probably not having the success that you really do want to see. Maybe you are, because that's not 100%, but I'm telling you that, you know, you want to use the company's presentation. And so essentially what you don't want to do is you don't want to say these things. Okay. I'm going to send them in a group right now so everyone can have them again. Here are things that, and this is me telling Jade this, all right? I basically tell everyone who joins my team to not mention these things to their prospects because it's the wrong order of operations. The whole point of getting them on a call is to learn about the information, you know, you don't want to tell them this stuff over text or on the phone or in person, because then, you know, you're spilling the beans. You want them to hop on and learn about this stuff. That's the goal. You want to keep them hungry. Less is more, like someone said in the chat. So on a side note, here's some things that, you know, Jade, that you don't want to say to anyone as you're texting your list of 40 to 50 people. You do not want to mention any of this stuff. You don't want to mention that this is a company. Remember, not because this is bad, because this is what they're hopping on to learn about. You don't want to mention it's a company, that it costs money, that it's an academy, that you can get a free account, that there's residual income, that you can build teams, that it's network marketing. And again, not because it's bad, because when they hop on and they see the presentation, we're going to explain all that stuff to them. And then are they in, or are they out? That's it, guys. If you're saying that stuff to people when you're out and about at the gym, or, you know, when you're at restaurants, or when you're, you know, doing whatever, if you're out and about doing all that stuff, saying those things to your prospects, you're going to scare them away. You know, you're telling this stuff to them and bleh, you're just word vomiting on them. You lost them 10 minutes ago. They're just sitting there listening to you to be polite. Telling you, if I'm out and about and I meet someone, let's say right here is Jade. I'm like, you know, Jade asked me, because I asked him, you know, what do you do? He says, oh, I have a ranch up in North Dakota, you know, near Montana, right? Jade's laughing because his family has a ranch there. So he would ask me, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I day trade with my friends and we try to make money. And he's going to be like, what? Because most people don't do that. 99% of people aren't in the markets. So I say, yeah, I trade with my friends every day and we try to make money. I'm a day trader. You know, I'm not saying I make a ton of money off it. I'm not saying I'm super good at it. I'm saying that's what I do. And he's going to go, really? And I'm like, yeah, do you trade? Because I'm going to act like it's weird that he doesn't. Like, do you trade? And he's going to be like, no. And I'm going to be like, why? And he's going to be like, well, I don't know. I don't know why I don't. And I'm like, well, give me your number. I literally hold my hand out. I'm like, give me your number, or let me get your Instagram. I'm asking for it. I'm saying, give me it. Not can I have it? I'm saying, give me it. And then I get it. And then I post on social media. And now he's going to see my stories right there, or, you know, whatever the case may be, guys. So that right there, that's things you don't want to say. And that's how you invite. If anybody has any questions so far, guys, have some posture in it. Yeah, of course, you know, a little bit of in your voice, but if anybody has any questions so far about inviting, you know, how to teach your person how to invite, the things to say and not to say, you know, 3-way group messages. If you're not doing 3-way group messages with your upline, or your team's not doing it with you, telling you it's not as effective as it can be. A 3-way edification is taught all over network marketing. It is one of the most valuable things in the world, is 3-way edification, you know? And so it looks like, I don't think anybody has any questions right now. By the way, there's no ever dumb questions, guys. If I need to do a 3-way, who can I ask? You want to technically do your P600 or above. So you figure out who is the next P600 who's above you, or P150. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a P600 or a P150 or above that you're doing a 3-way call with. But the reason why is because this is it. It's the prospect, it's you, and then it's a professional. You're edifying the professional, and you're making your prospect have respect for the professional, you know? And so I'll even show you guys right here. Check this out. I'll pull it up in 2 seconds. Here it is. All right, cool. Let me share my screen real quick. This is exactly what I'm talking about here, guys. Go ahead and I could share it and everything like that. I'll answer that other question there too in a second. So right here, guys, 3-way edification. Okay. Zoom in on a little. All right. So it's you, It's your prospect and it's the expert. In the case of me and Jade, I would be the expert, just, and I don't have to be super good at trading, but, I'm the person he's edifying. So you have a relationship, you have trust built between you and your warm market, people that know you and you know them. There's trust, built between you somewhat. And me and your prospect, or your upline and your prospect, don't necessarily have any respect built together yet. They don't know who you're edifying right now. So by edifying, you edifying the expert, you tell them they're successful. They're super smart in this industry. They're very helpful. They're honestly a really nice person too. Successful and knowledgeable, helpful and fun. They now have built respect between you because they trust you. They built respect between me because they trust you. And so that's what a three-way edification is, guys. You can literally Google it, three-way edification triangle. And so that is exactly why you want to do it. And if you need someone to do it with, just look up, who your P600 or above is. They should be willing to help you, your P150 or above, or just any other person in IM Academy. It doesn't have to be someone who is, a higher rank than you. It doesn't have to be that. It just has to be someone that you can edify because they've, because they've gone through the academy, because they're a part of it, whatever the case may be. Your goal is to have your professional, your third person, be perceived as a higher level leader, because 2 yeses is always better than 1 no. That's why if you have 2 yeses on the call, it usually beats the no. That's why you want another one on the call, guys. So what do you say when someone calls it a pyramid scheme? Well, nowadays, I let them know, hey, guess what? You don't have to show this to any person on the entire planet. If you want to just trade and, make money with us, cool. I stop right there. And I'm like, if you want to show people, you get paid for, basically, an affiliate. Cool. And I was like, whatever you want to do, doesn't matter. Pyramid schemes are illegal. This company's been around for 10 years. The average company in America lasts 5 years. It's already doubled that. There's almost 1 million people a part of it in over 100 countries. It's booming right now. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, if you want to do it, I'll help you out completely. If not, no worries at all. Don't be the person that says, hey, your job's a pyramid scheme. Your boss is above you, who has a boss above him, who has a boss above her, blah, blah, blah. Don't be that person. You coming at them and making them feel like, poop isn't going to get them to want to join your business anymore. But you letting them know that it's illegal. This is not illegal. It's been around for a decade. They don't have to show anyone at all if they don't want to. When they hop on their first few trade sessions, I guarantee they're going to want to tell their friends, like, well, look what I'm doing, But that's what I say to that stuff, guys. The more you argue it, the more tension is built and stuff. Should your expert break down the business also, or get your prospects on the call? That's the next thing we're going to talk about, is presenting. I'm going to show you guys how I know Jade Hepper does it like this, how the presentation works. I'm not going to do a full presentation, but I'm going to show you what I have up. And I'm telling you, if you learn this whole system that we're going through right now, it's game over. It really is. And so just takes time, effort, and energy, guys. So with that being said, I think I sent both of those, the three-way edification. We learned how to invite and stuff. And we're pretty much good to go. So now that, obviously I taught my new person how to invite. I'm going to relap back to all of this, guys, and pretend you just joined again. But I got my new person in my Telegram groups. I explained exactly what the Telegram groups are, like exactly what they are, so they're not confused. I tell them, hey, the people who don't check Telegram every day, several times a day, don't end up having success. The people who check it all the time, like that is one of your apps, as much as you check social media, you'll have success. I tell them that all the time, right? So I'm raising the level of importance of checking Telegram, okay? I gave them apps they need to download on their phone. And so I have all this stuff, guys, I'll even just show you what I'm really talking about right here. But right here, guys, this is what I'm really talking about. I give them apps right when they join. It's these apps right here. I also go ahead and I give them the Telegrams. I explain what they are. I have them. This is the only app I have them download right away, is Telegram. And then I explain trading takes time. It takes time to get good at trading. Give yourself 6 to 12 months, but let's do the 48-hour rule. Here's the message to send people right here. Here's the things not to say, and I'll put this all in the video, guys. It's the exact same thing. So now that we got through that, I'm going to go through, basically, and if you guys do have questions throughout this entire thing or afterwards, I'll help anyone. I'll literally help anyone. I'll voice message you. I'll answer your questions. You feel free to connect with me on Instagram. I'll share it again throughout the video. But what we're going to do now is we're going to say, all right, Jade, you got Aaron on the call. Me and you have a call. It started 3 minutes ago. Let's get this thing going. All right. I'm going to explain exactly how I do a presentation. Now I'm going to explain exactly what I do, like literally word for word. And I'm not going to give a full presentation, but I'm going to show you what I have open during it. Okay. What's your IG? I'll type that real quick, guys. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and share my screen. We'll get this rolling again. All right. So the first thing I do when someone joins the presentation is it's me, them, and their prospect. You know, it's 3 people total, me, you, and your prospect. Okay. I will basically be like, so Jade, you know, how do you and Aaron know each other? No, Aaron, nice to meet you, man. My name's Josh. You know, I'm in Minnesota. Where you located? Aaron's like, I'm also in Minnesota. I'm like, great. You know, I make it small talk. It's called rapport. That's the first thing you do. This is a sales presentation, guys. This is what it is. It's, you know, we always say, you know, you don't have to sell this to people. You really don't, because it's amazing, but sales is everything. You know, there's, excuse me, convincing someone to want to go on a bike ride. You just sold the idea to them. Convincing you guys right now, you guys hopping on this call. I sold you the idea to you to hop on this call. You know, you're donating time. It's not all just money. It's a transfer of emotion to get someone to arrive or do something that they didn't know they needed to do, you know? And so that's pretty much what sales is, guys. So, you know, I'm on the call with them. I'm asking Aaron, you know, who you are. What I do on every single call, because you got to treat this like a business, is I'll label the call. I'll say, all right, this is call number 1. And I'll literally write down the date. Today is 8/10/2021, because I want to log this. I want to keep track of every call I do. So when I'm chairman, I can show my team, hey, here's how many calls I did. Here's exactly how it worked out. I kept track of every single call. I would start doing that from now on if I were you guys. I'm going to write down, you know, the prospect's name. So the prospect's name. And then I'm going to put an arrow and I'm going to write down Jade's name. I'm going to know that this was the person who I was showing, and this is who is the person, you know, Jade. And then what I do is I start off question number 1. I'm like, all right, dude, well, nice to meet you. We did some rapport, RAPPORT. That's what that is. I'll type it in the chat. Look it up if you don't know what it is. It's just small talk. Keep it positive always. If you do negative small talk, you hop on the call like, dude, man, you know, Aaron, nice to meet you, man. But God, it's rainy in Minnesota. Like, I'm just not vibing with this dude. I don't know, but you know, screw that. You know, let's just keep talking though, right? You already set the tone negative. You got to say something like, you know, man, I woke up feeling great today, dude. You know, it's you know, I kind of like the rain, to be honest. You know, keep it positive. Okay, so and it's so funny. I love this stuff. But rapport. Next thing that we do, I say, hey, so Aaron, have you ever traded before? Aaron says no. I write down no, hasn't traded. I literally write it down. No, hasn't traded. I say, you know, why are you on this call? Like literally, like what made you want to hop on? And then I keep going. Before he can answer, I say, is it just money? Or are you interested in trading? Like what's the point? And he says, oh yeah, I just want to learn another way on how to make money. I want to learn another way on how to, you know, get my money to work for me, whatever the case may be, right? And so I say, awesome. That's exactly how I was, right? And then so I got why he was on the call. Now here's a really, really important part that's going to help you launch your customer at the end of the call. Because going into this presentation, you should assume they're going to join. Always assume the sale. Always assume it. You know, if you know, back when I lived in my mom's house, when I was a platinum 150, I would be like, Mom, I'm going to go launch someone. You know, even though I was just going to show them the presentation, I didn't know if they were going to join or not, but launching someone versus closing someone, closing a sale means they'll only be in the business for a month. I try not to use that word. We launch people, we launch them. So they're now business relationships, you know, launching someone is long-term. So I'm like, Mom, I'm going to go launch someone right now. Okay. And so, you know, the way to get your person to launch at the end of the call is by the next questions I'm about to ask them right in the beginning. You know, they're kind of feeling like this is an interview. They're like, this guy's asking me all these questions, right? I say this. All right. So listen, Aaron, I know obviously you don't really know me that well yet, but I just kind of have a question. So right now you're 27 years old, and in 5 years, you're going to be 32 years old. If you could completely describe how you would want your life to look, like no limitations, I'm talking anything you want, what would you look like when you're 32? And I'm talking where you live, where, you know, how much money you make, a family, whatever the case may be. Do you want a family? That's important to ask. He's going to be like, you know, I want financial freedom. I want to move out of Minnesota. I want to live in a big house. I want to be able to travel. I don't want a job. I don't want a boss. I want to be able to make money off my phone. Maybe I want to be a full-time trader, whatever the case may be. I'm jotting all this stuff down. I'm writing it all down because we're going to use this at the end. We're going to use this stuff at the end. It's so important to do this. So I write it all down. I say, awesome, man. Thank you for telling me all that stuff. And then I say this, well, sorry, obviously I'm some random guy on Zoom. You haven't even really met me yet, but thanks for answering those questions. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself now, just so I'm not completely random, and then you tell your story. Just real quick, really short. This is how you tell a story, guys. It's 4 points. Ready? You say who you are, how old are you, where are you from, who you are, just real quick. You say how did you and we're not talking about the academy yet, why were you interested in trading, just in general. Again, they don't even know this is a company yet. They don't know it costs money. They don't know anything yet. They think they're hopping on the call to learn about trading. You just tell them a little bit about you and why you're interested in trading. And then, all right, today I'm going to show you one style of trading. Okay. And this is the style that a lot of people share with obviously their prospects, guys. I show people HFX in the beginning because it's the easiest for them to understand. Again, this is like learning a whole new language, guys. And if you're trying to explain traditional Forex to them, I'm not saying it's impossible, but unless you're very good at condensing stuff and making stuff sound very easy and not complicated, good luck. It's not the easiest thing in the world to break this stuff down. So I'm like right here, this is what I first show them. Okay. All I explain on this is just me personally. I know Jay does it a little different, but I just show them that this is a broker. There's thousands of them out there. Use whatever one you want, because you're not allowed to refer them. So you say, use whatever one you want. And, you can basically just use this one as an example for this call. And so I just explained this is price, here's currency pairs. I just show them, this is it, how to make or lose money right here. I'll literally do a demo trade of $1 for 1 minute, and I'll show them how to either make or lose money. And so sorry, my Wi-Fi is acting up a little, guys, but I'll show them how to make or lose money. That's it. My goal of this call is to not teach them how to trade. That's what the academy is for. What are the 4 points of your story? Avery, the reason I didn't explain all 4 points is because you don't want to explain what the academy is or what it's done for you or where you see it going. Those are the other 3 points until the end of the call. In the beginning, you just want to say who you are and why you're interested in trading in the first place. At the end, after they find out it's the academy and everything, then you can, reshare your story and be like, yeah, man. So, I just saw this academy doing, so-and-so, and this is what it's done for me so far in terms of mentality and stuff. And this is where I see you going. And then and we'll talk about the close here in a second. So, you do your 1 minute, $1 trade, you win or lose it. You emphasize again, I don't care if it wins or loses. This is just $1 just to show you. And they're like, okay, he's very straightforward about that. And then it wins or loses, and that's it. You now show them how this works, guys. Okay. And so now this is the next step. So now that you kind of seen a little bit about trading, obviously there's more to learn. I'm going to go into, a little bit more about what this academy is and, what it is that me and Jade are a part of. Okay. And so what I do is I switch over to here. I pull this up. Don't be the person that shows a presentation like this. I used to do this. You want to actually open it up. And if you want to reclose it, then you close it. Don't, excuse me, guys, don't share the presentation like this though. Also, make sure you have a presentation. Never don't own the presentation. You want it. You want to be able to look at it, study it, stuff like that, guys. So obviously you guys have heard Joey Wilson explain, how the four-way cash flow diagram works. He'll break it down and everything like that. I just say, 60% of people that work for themselves, 35%, they work for someone else, or excuse me, someone, and then 35% work for themselves. But if you combine those, that's 95% of people that are working for themselves or someone else, which is only 5% of all the money in the world. Being quiet on calls is huge. And just having a little bit of, pause. But you also want to use energy on the calls because, again, they're feeding off you. So you guys have seen this part, obviously. And then I break down why we want to be in these two positions right here, being an investor and a business owner, because that's where literally all of the money is. And I just say school didn't teach you how to do taxes, write out business expenses, trade, invest, no money, nothing like that. And I go, does that make sense? They say, yes. I'm like, all right, cool, let's move on. So we trade the foreign exchange market. One of the main reasons why I like trading this market is because it's the largest market on the entire planet. It's $6.6 trillion a day, roughly. It's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Unlike the stock market, which today, closed at 7:42. I think it's 4 hours ago. I think 4 hours and 42 minutes ago. I think I'm in Arizona time, guys. And so, that's why I like trading this. Tonight, coming up at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I say this on the presentation, we're going to be hopping on a call, probably 50, 60, 70,000 people trading at the same time. And I say, that's just how I like trading this better. We also trade crypto, which that's something that I really like to trade a lot. I've been learning a ton about it. Cash App and PayPal and all these big companies are buying tons of Bitcoin. and then I'm going to cut it off. But, we're just going to focus on regular currencies for right now. So what it is that me, Jade, and tons of people around the entire world are a part of, we're part of the largest foreign exchange academy on the entire planet. And I'm going to let you know something right now if you're brand new. This is, it's not school. This isn't where you're sitting in class taking tests and lectures. This is where our goal every single day is to make money. You're in business for yourself. You trade your own money. You keep all your own profits, but you're not in business by yourself. You do it with me, Jade, and a lot of different people around the world. So I'm just going to show you what this academy looks like right now, guys. This is what separated me from a lot of different people in the last 3 years is I'll actually show them the academy during the call. I won't go too much in depth. Let me show you. So notice all the tabs I have open right now, guys. Obviously, we have your back office. You don't need to pull that up during the call, but you have I am center. So I'm like, all right, so Aaron, this is IM Center, right? So this is, basically everyone has their own account. On the left side here, you can see here's some tabs. But if I go ahead and I click on the Academies tab, what pops open, notice I already have the Academies tab open right here. What I did was I just right clicked it, open in a new tab. So if I open the Academies tab, what pops open is several different types of Forex trading. And so this style right here, this is just one style of trading right here. We're not going to go through all of them right now, but I just wanted to show you this one specifically, guys. And so if you scroll down and you click on HFX, what pops open is 91 different videos that literally teach you from A to Z on how to make money in this style of trading right here. Okay. So it starts off really basic, what is trading? What times do you trade? Obviously what is a broker? Who else trades this market? And then it gets more advanced. Okay. So I recommend, because you're brand new, Aaron, after this call, we'll help you get access to these. Definitely take notes on it. Okay. It's going to be really important. I'm already speaking it into existence that Aaron's joining. See what I'm doing? All right. So now I tell Aaron, I'm like, all right. So, obviously, those videos help me a ton. But my absolute favorite part about this academy is we actually get to copy and paste over 170 full-time 6- and 7-figure educators. And so this right here, it's called Go Live. It's pretty similar to YouTube, except it's people who actually know what they're doing. These are not the people on YouTube, flexing wads of cash and, here's how I bought my Lamborghini off of trading stock options for 5 years, the Timothy Sykes, or I didn't mean to call anyone out like that, but, moral story, guys. And so what I do is I'll hit the back button. I'm just going to show you Go Live. Here it is. And I'm like, here's the schedule, Sunday through Friday, where you can access any of these calls. These are literally trade sessions where your goal is to make money. It's to hop on, grow your trading account, and continue to learn, guys. And so I'm just going to show you one of the top educators in the entire academy. He's from Minnesota. This person that I'm talking to, Aaron, remember I said, Aaron said he's from Minnesota. I emphasize that again, if you happen to be in Minnesota, guys, or Florida. I go, here's Matthew Thayer, though. Let's say, tonight he's holding a call at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. What we're all going to do is we're going to click on his face. His video streaming platform is going to pop open. I'm showing Aaron how this works. And you can see, thousands of people are on the call at the same time. But what he's going to do, he's going to share his screen, and he's going to basically literally tell everyone what to trade, how long to take the trade for, how much to risk, and whether to do a buy or a sell. So it's kind of like an adult version of Simon Says. And I asked, does that make sense? And they go, yeah. And I'm like, sweet. So yeah, we literally all hop on and he just calls out trades, and it's absolutely crazy. Every session's recorded. I show them that this has been happening. So you can always go back and watch it. And so Go Live is what changed everything for me, hands down, from sitting in my dorm room, not knowing how to trade, blowing my trading accounts, to now doing this 3 years full time with a lot of different people around the world. And so obviously, the goal of these traders, here's some of the top 5 in the entire academy. I think Taylor Marks is on this call right now. What's going on, boss? But, obviously, these traders, they want you to make money, but that's not their only goal. The goal for you is to learn while you earn. Every single one of these traders has their own strategy where they teach you how to make money on your own time. And so right here, guys, this is called, choose your weapon. Basically, there's 12 different softwares where when you learn how to use these, they're very simple to use. They're used in over 100 countries by all different types of people, grandmas, grandpas, everyone. Notice how I'm emphasizing grandmas and grandpas a few times now. It's because I want to let them know that all ages do this. All ages, because some people, they feel like they're not going to be successful in this because they're not tech savvy, because they haven't done it. But I've seen everyone do this at this point. And so the one that most people use is this one. It's called Cash Trap. And, the reason it's blowing up so heavy is because if you look at Matt and Taylor's last 4 weeks, they maintain around an 80% success rate, which is absolutely insane. If you know anything about day trading, even having a 70% success rate is just ridiculous. And so that's why so many people around the world use it. I use it, and a lot of other people do it as well. And then finally, right here, guys, there's 3 apps in the App Store. This is for gold, cryptocurrency, regular currencies, iPhone or Android. You download these, and basically what the traders do, they send you notifications all day long, and you swipe right or left to accept or decline the trade. and so you're basically swiping to make money, guys. And so now I tell them, so one thing I'm going to pause and just emphasize to you guys, I've used the front half of these tabs so far. I've used all the front half of these tabs. Okay. Jade, I'm going to quickly unmute you real quick, man. Do you still have all these tabs up when you're going through your presentations?
Yes, sir, I do. I have IM Center. Well, I have the broker, then Trading View, IM Center, and then the HFX schedule. That's what I use.
And how long you been doing that for?
Since day one, baby, every single one.
It's crazy, man. It's because, you're just showing them exactly what it is that you're talking about, man. So I just wanted to reemphasize that, guys. I just use the front half. You open these every single call when you're doing your thing. So I appreciate that, Jade. I'll probably have you come back here in a second. All right. Well, guys, so right there, we're at the part where they're going to find out it costs money now. So I'm going to be very blatant about it, right? So obviously, we trade with over 170 different pros. They're extremely good at what they do. You'll see that when you hop in your first few sessions, but obviously this isn't free. I'm sure you can assume that because they could already tell, oh, this guy is going to try to sell me something, right? But I'm being very blatant about it. I'm like, obviously this costs money, of course, and so I say, I'm going to show you what I have. And the reason I have this is because it's the best thing you can possibly have in this academy. I wanted to learn how to make money from all of these different areas, So what I have is right here on the bottom. This is called, oh, my bad. This is for when we do live presentations. I'm gonna
go, Alex.
This is for when we do live presentations. Okay. So what I have is right here, and it's called an elite starter pack. Okay. And Jade's laughing. We do live events and I use those. So I have an elite starter pack. So basically I pay, $275 a month, which is like less than $10 a day. I say that less than $10 a day to have access to every single Go Live educator, every academy, every tool and software. And that's because I want it. I wanted that, but what most people do, if you are brand new, is usually just one style of trading. That's a sales tip right there, guys. When I used to work at a car wash and I would tell the people, there's 4 different types of car washes you can get. There's the most expensive one, $25, $18, $14, $9. I would say the $18 one was the most popular one, just so they would at least go to there. It wasn't the most popular one. I would just say it, but what most people do, I'm on the call. What most people do is just this one right here. It's on the bottom. It's called HFX, so this is $235. It's a couple $100, and then you get access to the entire academy. You get access to the Go Live videos. You can go through the videos, obviously learn and copy and paste every single educator, guys. This is where we're in a big group message. I hold my phone up on the call. You're going to be able to talk to me, Jade, the entire team all the time, and you can use the tools we use so you can trade by yourself. This does have a monthly fee though. It's $175 a month. There's no contracts. You can start or stop it literally whenever you want. But, when I first got started, I did not really like that there was a monthly fee, who would, but I did find out something cool. If you are, trading, and sometimes what I'll do is I'll come right back to here. Jade does this too. If you're trading, if you're making money, if you're just enjoying it, whatever the case may be, if you randomly happen to know literally any 2 people in the world who want to make money with us, you never have to pay again. I'll bring this back up and I go, this is called 2 and free. Okay. It's completely optional. You don't have to get a free account, obviously, but for me, there was a no-brainer. I definitely wanted one. So what I did is very simple is what I basically started trading. I started winning some trades. I took a Snapchat or a picture and I sent it to like 10 of my friends and I got a free account within 3 days. And so it's very simple to do. If you want help, I'll help you do it. People love hearing that you'll help them do it. Jade knows this, but and a lot of other people, but these are the only 3 questions they have during this entire call. They want to know, does this work? Can I do it? And will you help me? So right here, I'm telling you, I'll help you get a free account. It's very simple to do. I'll help you dominate it fast. If you want to do it, like I said, completely optional. They're hearing, okay, this guy's willing to help me do it. It makes them feel really comfortable because they're scared. $175 a month to the average person sometimes can feel like a lot, even though it's really not in retrospect. $2,000 over the course of the year, $175 a month, and you can write it off. Yeah, it's usually, a pretty good thing, guys. But yeah, I'll help you get a free account if you want. Right there, guys. We're halfway through the presentation. That's it. And this is literally how to present, guys. I'm going to kind of speed up this back half because you can watch Joey Wilson do it every single night of the week. But, now I tell them, so that's our team. We trade with thousands of people all over the entire world. You're obviously able to copy and paste traders. You learn from pros and, you're going to be doing it with us as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch gears real quick. Okay. We're almost done. I let them know that because I don't, I used to do hour-long presentations. Now I can do them about 25 minutes, pretty fast. But now I tell them, I'm like, all right, we're going to go ahead and switch gears, guys. So this team of traders that you've been seeing this entire time, you will never hear about this team of traders except for how you just heard about it right now. And that's called word of mouth marketing. That's the strongest form of advertising on the entire planet. See, this company, they just don't waste their time. They don't do Facebook ads, commercials, billboards, stuff like that. And that's because it just doesn't really work that well. I asked the person, Aaron, do you watch YouTube? Aaron's like, duh, I watch YouTube. It's one of the top 8 apps in the world. And I'm like, yeah, I make a joke about it. I'm like, of course you do, right? What's the first thing you do on every single YouTube video? And I'm like, you smash the skip button, right? Snapchat's forcing me to watch ads. I want to throw my phone out the window. I don't even want to use it anymore. And so moral of the story is people trust people a lot more than they trust ads. And so I dive into this. And so right here, obviously, if you happen to know 2 people, you get a free account. If you happen to know 3, the company's going to turn around. They're going to start looking at you like an affiliate, and they're going to start paying you every single Friday for the rest of your life. And so just understand this part's completely optional. I emphasize that it's optional, but I love it. I absolutely love this part, right here. This is basically where this is multiple streams of income. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. This is 2 right from your phone. And that's why I absolutely love it, man. What I used to do back in the day, I'll let everyone on this call know, excuse me, I would bash this side when I got to it. Because the reason why a lot of people sometimes don't want to join is because they're like, oh my God, this is a pyramid scheme, or, whatever the case may be, which, they don't even know what a pyramid scheme is. It's hilarious. But, I would bash this side so I would have a higher conversion rate. Remember, conversion's a percentage of people when they see this presentation, they join. I wanted a high conversion rate so I could get a ton of sales. So when I got to this side, I'd be like, yeah, you can get a free account, but then there's this side right here. And I want to let you know, this is completely optional. Most people don't do it. I would say 90% of people don't do it. It's just, for the people who want extra streams of income, I do it, but, I just want to let you know it at least exists, but like I was saying, most people don't do it. Do you hear all the negative things I just said about it? Oh my God. I found a lot of people who wanted to join, but almost no leaders because I made this side not look good. If you guys saw Alex Morton's post the other day, Alex Morton was saying, when someone asks if this is network marketing, you should be excited and be like, yes, it's network marketing. It's the best business plan and model on the entire planet, proven by facts. I absolutely love it. Not in a narcissistic way of telling them, but an excited way. So now when I get to the side, I'm like, I love it. This is multiple streams of income that are literally right from your phone, 2 of them. And so I'm going to dive into this, like I was saying, completely optional, but this is where you spit some facts at them. To learn these facts. This is where you can optionally become a business owner, an independent business owner inside of this company. This is where basically you get a 1099 sent to you every single spring because you have to pay taxes on this entire thing. Trading, obviously this side too. You get a 1099 sent to you every single spring. What happens when you become an independent business owner in the United States of America or whatever business you're in? You now get to write off up to 400 to 500 different business expenses. You can write off your phone. I hold it up, your phone bill, your computer, pens, pencils, notebooks, desks, office, lamps, literally anything. You can write off your internet. You can write off your rent. You can write off plane tickets, hotels, Ubers, Airbnbs. You can literally write off so many different things because you're an independent business owner. See, listen, most people don't even know what writing off means. Most people don't even know how to do it. I didn't know until a year ago. I had no idea. You know why? Because school won't teach us. They don't want us to know how to avoid taxes. You guys, the whole world's like a big network marketing business. You are born and put into school, and they're feeding you the information that's been here for hundreds of years, started by, our government and stuff. This is a duplicatable system that we all got born into. They put us in school. They tell us, if you guys have listened to Alex Morton's Dorm Room to Millionaire, don't think big. Don't take risks. I forgot a few of them. Maybe I don't know. Does anybody know a few? Drop them in the chat. I know there's a lot of people listening to audio. Don't color outside the lines. Don't think large. Don't question stuff. Don't overthink stuff. And they don't want you to think. And so basically, moral of the story is they don't teach you how to write off taxes either. Because if they taught you in school how to write off taxes, the government would just fall apart. Because everyone would know how to write off taxes. And everyone would know how to write off business expenses, and the whole world would just explode. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. It's absolutely crazy though. That's just a little bit deeper. So yeah, I let them know you can write out business expenses. I only spend like 3 minutes on this slide. Go to the next slide. This is where they give you your own back office. Joey Wilson talks about this. You can track your expenses, your business, and they give you a little link where you can share this to people if you want to. If you choose to share it with 3 people, $150 a month, $40 every Friday, nothing crazy. 3 grows to 12 because anyone you share this with, if they choose to share it with anyone else, you get credit for everything forever. So 3 goes to 12, $600 a month. You just pulled $7,200 a year right from your phone on top of trading, on top from the job you already have. This is where multiple streams of income is coming into play. 12 grows to $30,000 a month, $12,000 a year. And so guys, what I'm really doing right now is I'm just showing you like a very not detailed version of it. And then I get into this right here where obviously, I break it down one by one. I explain to my good friends. You can say that too, Matt and Joey, you can call them your good friends. Our Chairman 100, they make $100,000 a month and they started this business a little over 3 years ago. And, the only difference between, obviously them making 100 grand a month, let's say you're a P600, me making, 7,200 a year right now, it's just time, effort, and energy. When you get started, Aaron, you're going to hop on your first trade session. You're going to see why thousands of people are sharing this. And you're going to know why we're all going out and crushing this right now, man. So when that time comes, we got a blueprint, a plan to help you dominate this. Okay. And so that is the end of the presentation, guys. That's right there. That's how you present, plain and simple. We just got through it. And, all I tell them is this, I say, do you have any questions, and stuff like that. I write, and this is why I like to get my notebook back out. I'm like, you got any questions? If not, no worries at all. And they'll say, no, I don't have any questions, because they're knowing this is the end or whatever the case may be. I stop them and I go, all right, cool. Listen, I have some questions for you if that's cool. This right here, guys, is called the launch. Okay. The 3-step launch. And this should be your favorite part right here. Because the whole presentation, that's always the same. That's the same every single time. You say the same information 3 to 5 times a day, over and over and over, presentations over and over. This is the fun part because the close, the launch is different every single time. So tell yourself, I love this part. Just start loving it. You'll have a lot more people join. So I tell them this. All right. So Aaron, out of everything you just saw, you saw trading, the business, the academy, live trade sessions. What would you say was your favorite part? You never want to ask them, what did you think? Because if you ask them, what did you think? They're going to access the logic side of their brain and they're going to say, what did I think? What did I think? What did I not like? I'm going to let them know. You want to know what they liked because, we don't necessarily want to hear what they didn't like. So what was your favorite part? Emotions. Emotions are the reason, transfer of energy is why people do things. Okay. So Aaron says trading was my favorite part. I go fast. I go, awesome, dude. I write down trading. I go, that's my favorite part, obviously too. That's the reason we're on this call and, why I've been doing this for so long. I love trading. And if whatever they say, just agree with them, keep it short, really fast. Okay. They want to be agreed with. All right. Next question. So, excuse me. I have a couple questions, Aaron, that are really important. I got to make sure that you qualify to do this. And now Aaron's going to be like, what? In Aaron's head, he's sitting there like, this guy's going to qualify me to do this. He's just trying to sell me something. But, if you say it with posture, they're going to take it serious. So I have a couple questions to make sure that you qualify to do this. Okay. And then they go, all right, cool. And I'm like, these are really important. Okay. And so I tell them, I go, listen, so the first question is, when you start trading, I'm speaking it into existence. When you start trading, would you be disciplined enough to actually go through the academy videos and learn with the team? Aaron's like, yeah, of course, duh. Because these questions are designed for them to say yes. And then I say, awesome. That means, if you're willing to go through those videos and learn, you can be successful at trading. Remember, what are the 3 things people want to know? Does it work? Can I do it? Will you help me? Can I do it? You can be successful at trading. I'm telling them that. Jade, you can be successful at trading. You can feel it. You can feel it when you hear it. Yusuf, you can be successful at trading. Alex, you can be successful at trading. And now imagine how your prospect feels when you're telling them that. Okay. So next question, when you start trading, would you be disciplined enough to not try to freestyle explain everything you just learned to your friends, family, and whoever's interested, but just let me help you instead explain the entire thing? That's, will you help me? They're hearing from you that you're going to explain the entire thing for them. That makes them feel so good. And they say, yeah, of course, I'll let you, and I go, just in the beginning, in 30 days, you'll know everything. And then I say, but if you're willing to let me help you right away, you can crush a free account. And they're like, awesome, and then I say, well, based off of, your 5-year plan, here's where it comes back in. Based off your 5-year plan, you want to be financially free. You don't want to have a boss. You want to travel the world. You want to, do this full time. And obviously, you're willing to obviously, work hard at this. Congratulations. Welcome to the team. I would love to trade with you. I think you would take this extremely serious. That's exactly who Jade and I are looking for, man. So I'm excited for you. I hope you're excited. Is this something you want to pursue? And then they're just hyped up because all these things you're saying, and they say, yeah. And then I cut them off right away. I go, okay, awesome. Listen, I just got to tell you something. Okay. What bank do you have? It doesn't actually matter. I just ask them, what bank do you have? Because it makes them seem like, do I even qualify for this again? They say US Bank. And you're like, okay, cool. Listen, so obviously, there's just a couple parts in general that we got to do to get you, obviously plugged in. 2 parts. All right. So the first one is I got to introduce you on Facebook to about 4,000 people. And so, or post a picture of you right now, their emotions are flying. They're like 4,000 people. They're like, holy cow. And then you say, the next part is I just got to add you some group messages, just, make you or let the team know who you are. Okay. That takes like 3 to 5 minutes. The other part is where we actually help you set up your trading account. And, we really break down other stuff that could take a little bit longer. Would you just want to do the first part today that takes 3 to 5 minutes? Because you just on a whole presentation. They don't want to sit there any longer. 3 to 5 minutes to just quickly introduce you to the team. They're like, all right, sure. I got 3 to 5 minutes, right? So what I do now, this is the trick. Okay. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys. I'm on the call. I'm going to get this person to sign up right now as we're speaking. All right. Oops, not those. Right here, get started instructions. Okay. So these instructions right here, I'm like, all right, so I just got to send you an email with some of the stuff that we talked about today. Okay, here's the email right here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'll put this in the YouTube video, but I'll also drop it into the chat just so you guys can have it in general. Okay, so let me go ahead and figure out if I can click on this. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and drop it in here real quick, just so you guys can have it in the chat. But this email is how you get them to sign up on the call. I'm telling you. Where is the chat? Right here. All right. All right, cool, guys. You should see it popping in right about now. All right. So that's an email. You want to put your referral link in, guys. I'm just letting you know that this is my referral link that's in here. You want to use your own referral link. Okay. So I just sent them the email. And what we're going to do now is pull up in this other one I have right here. Okay. So here's the email, guys. I'm going to pull this up. So I say, all right, Aaron, listen, I just sent you an email, because he gave me his email. I'm like, let me know when you see it. Okay. He says, I see it. Okay. Click on that email. What I title it is Forex Startup Instructions. Now what, I tell Aaron to do is like, all right, so Aaron, open the email. And then the first link in the email, go ahead and click on that. And he goes, all right. And I go, let me know when you're done. I remember, I can't see Aaron's phone. I can't see his computer. You're blind. So you want to say, let me know when you do it. So, all right, Aaron, let me know when you clicked on the link. Aaron's like, I clicked on the link. I'm like, all right, dude. So what we're going to do, I'll go through this stuff, but just, for right now, just click on the HFX button. Let me know when you do it. All right. I clicked on it. Scroll down to the bottom, go ahead and hit the continue button. All right. And I'm like, let me know when you click it. He's like, all right, I clicked it. I go, all right. So now you want to check here to confirm your roller and then hit the continue button. Let me know when you do that. I'm saying, let me know when you do it. So he's going to do it. And I say, all right, so right here, you're just going to go ahead and enter your information, first, last name, phone number, email, and then your username. Just make it your first and last name, all lowercase, no spaces. Because now you know their username. So in the future, if they have someone signing up, you know that you can just go right up here and be like, all right, their username is Jade Hepper. Because I remember it's just their first and last name. You can duplicate that through your business too. And so I say, let me know when you get to your username. All right. They make their username. Let me know when you're done with your password. All right. And then we hit continue. And I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. All right. Let me just click on something. We'll just do some random stuff. All right. All right. So right here. So Aaron, right here, man. So basically, obviously, it shows enter your card. So basically what it is, it's 210 right now, 235, and then it's 175 a month. But listen, my goal is to help you crush a free account so you never have to pay again. Would you say that's a good goal? Aaron's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, all right, listen, all you got to do is be willing to work with Jade and I. Are you willing to work with us? He says, yes. I'm like, awesome. So right here, you can go ahead and start entering your information. And then when you're done, hit the confirm button, just hit some boxes, and then let me know what it says when you're done. And then no more words. No more words. Whoever talks first loses. Okay. Aaron is going to get his card out. He's going to type it in and he's going to get it done. And the only way he's not going to do it is if he says, no, I'm not going to do it. What this sales technique is called, guys, because I took a professional sales course in college. What this sales technique is called walking them into the end zone. You're literally walking them. We just walked them to literally the end zone. We walked them through because we said, let me know when you're done with this and that. And so now the only way Aaron's not going to do it, because we just walked him into the end zone. An analogy of this would be if you and I were working at Pepsi or Target and I was signing a deal and I have my paper with the contract and I just showed you the whole presentation, did the same launch, close, and I slid the contract towards you. I'm like, all right, so we just got to sign right here and we'll get it going. I didn't even ask if you wanted to sign. I'm like, here, you just got to sign right here. We'll get it going. You know, and that's called walking them into the end zone, guys. And so they'll enter the information. Boom, you just got your first sale. Okay. And so now what you want to do is duplicate that through your business. You know, guys, you can watch this video over and over and over. This is exactly how Jade Hepper, I've seen him do it like to a T, how he runs his business. I swear, like it's literally to a T. And it's caused him to have a lot of success, guys. And I'll tell you what, you know, the system that Jay and I made, which is my business partner, this is not the best system. It's not, you know, we're not the best speakers. We're not the best presenters. We're not the best anything. All we know is that this stuff has worked. That's all we know. And if you use it over and over and over, and you teach your team how to use it, and you teach them how to teach their teams how to use it, you'll create a very strong foundation in the business. Okay. And so, everyone has their own way of getting people set up. I'm going to go through this really fast because literally everyone does. But in the email, he just made his account. Let's say, I say, all right, dude, that next email, let's go ahead and get you set up. Here it is. This is a website that was made for the United Traders Group for a while back. And it's literally, you guys see all these bookmarks I have. I am Academy, I am Center, you know, Brokers, Hourglass, Trading View. You don't want to show people Trading View anymore. I wouldn't do that. I went to the chairman convention and they said, if you show people Trading View, you're going to de-edify Hourglass and other things like that. The actual softwares, you know, that you can use to trade, you're going to de-edify those and people might end up, you know, quitting the business because they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to build my own strategy, even though 99% of people never do. So that's just my advice for you guys. But yeah, this is a website. If you want to use it, feel free to UnitedTradersFX.com/get-started or just UnitedTradersFX.com. You just hit the Get Started tab. And basically what it does is it literally will walk you through bookmarking all of these for them. I recommend using Google Chrome for every person who's in your business. It's the best one. And I recommend helping them bookmark everything. If you don't know where the Bookmarks Bar is, just click here, go to Bookmarks, and then you're just going to want to show Bookmarks Bar. Okay. And so, you know, the first part right here, I am Academy and I am Center. You click on both of these and you literally just explain to them. So I am Academy is your back office. Here's the videos. I am Center. Here are, you know, the actual Academy live trade sessions and stuff. And so now we just bookmark both of those. I showed them how to use both of those. And as I'm showing them, I'm making sure. So does that make sense to you? You know, and then the next part, set up the broker. You know, you guys, anybody can use whatever they want. Doesn't matter at all. This is basically where, you know, it's just a couple of videos from like, you know, YouTube and stuff teaching you how to actually set up, you know, whatever. Okay. So you help them get that set up. Cash App's probably the easiest to help people get funded. Then you get to here, you know, and these are just tools that you want to have people bookmark. So that was Trading View, Currency Strength Meter, Forex Factory, Compound Sheet, Risk Management Rules. And I go through this. It's only 4 steps. And then we get to the very end where this is just a little schedule I built for the team so they can have kind of their own, like, you know, hyperlink to the calls, guys. And so right there, that is how I get someone set up. And if you help them bookmark their tabs, I promise you, if you help them bookmark their tabs, they will have more success than those who don't. When you just hope and expect that they'll remember every website they need to go to, it just crashes and burns. But if you help them bookmark the tabs and show them exactly where they need to go and put it there for them, I promise you they'll remember it more, they'll use it more. And even if they quit in the future, most people just leave it bookmarked. They'll get reminded and want to do it again, you know? And so that's how I enroll someone, guys, right there. That's literally it. Word for word. I just walked through a presentation that was presenting. I just did enrolling too. I showed you how I get them signed up. I showed you in the beginning to Jade, what do I say to people? You know, I set expectations, you know, give yourself time because you want them to think 6 to 12 months. Other network marketing companies, who's ever been a part of Amway, who's ever been a part of anything else, guys, any other network marketing company, any other MLM in the planet, you know, any other one. If you have, you know, go ahead and drop a 7 in the chat. Yeah, Cutco, you know, Herbalife, you can have been a part of, you know, EXP, Keller Williams, you know, whatever the case may be, guys, they tell you right off the bat, this is a 3 to 5 year plan. If you're joining this, a 3 to 5 year financial plan that will set you up for your entire life. See, you know what they just did right off the bat? The retention now for that person is 3 to 5 years. They're in it for 3 to 5 years. At least, but if they, for us, we're like, hey, you can make money in minutes, right? That doesn't create good retention. Telling people they can make money in minutes, it doesn't really create good retention. Telling people that, you can make X amount of money right away, that doesn't create good retention and stuff. You want to give them a realistic expectation. Let them know statistics. Day trading all around the world, 50%, all around the world, 90% of people quit day trading by 6 months. I'm talking stocks, Forex, crypto, whatever the case may be. And that's because 90% of people make 5% of the money in the world. 10% of the people who never give up and go past 6 months worth of trading, Jade Hepper, Jake Bloomstrand, Devin Spurl, there's a lot of people I can name right now. You see the results now. It's because they made it past the 6 month mark. It's not 6 months for everyone, but that's where the 10% are hiding, is on the other side of time. Inside, that's how I keep retention high. I let them know this isn't a 30-day gig where you're going to get rich. This is where, time goes on. I give them an analogy. You see how fast 2020 went by? Everyone knows. And I'm like, boom, like that. And I'm like, give yourself a year in this, watch what happens. That's it. I tell them that, and I keep reiterating it. Okay. And now finally, guys, the last one for IPET, invite, present, enroll, train, is the T. It's the T, man. Training. This is the most important part. You guys just maybe learn some stuff. Maybe you knew this stuff, but it's not about what you can learn or what you could do. Like, if you can reiterate everything I just did to someone, awesome. But the real thing that creates a big, big organization that's strong is being able to teach it. Your goal right now on this call is to teach everyone on your team everything you just learned. That's why we have this YouTube video. That's why, we do Thursday calls every single Thursday, because new people join all the time. The ambition mentorship calls, you have to keep repeating the same information forever. If you know David Imanite, Alex Morton, if you know our CEO, Christopher Terry, Joey Wilson, Matty Pips, they all have been repeating the same information for a decade. Literally the exact same information. I asked Joey Wilson, I'm like, hey man, rip a leadership call. And he's like, I just feel like everyone's already heard what I got to say. I'm like, no, new people join all the time. You know that. You got to repeat the same information for years and you win. That's it. Whoever can share the information to the most people and repeat it the most win. That's it. That's just straight up, guys. And so with that being said, if you're not in any of our groups, I share pretty much everything with everyone. Most teams will not share this with you. There's people on this call that are not even a part of my business at all, which is completely cool. But I used to sneak into trade house groups. I would sneak into, MMO, the other groups, and I would fail most of the time, but I'd sneak in so I could try to learn their system. I'm like, I need to learn what they're doing, why they're hitting Chairman 50 in 2 years. I need to learn what they're doing. That's why I wanted to do this call, so you can literally see how we do it, and you really want to utilize those 3-way edification groups. But right here, guys, these are the telegrams I give people. There's our Telegram, United Traders. There's oh, not that one, guys. I totally just messed that up. 1 second. One of those are pointless. Hold on, let me help you out quick. All right, right there. Those ones, those 3. One of those is a dead group, so don't worry about that. Well, I don't mean that it's dead. It's just like, it's a repetitive group. So those 3, that's what I give to people: the Team Ambition Telegram, our Telegram, and the Academy Corporate News Telegram. I want them plugged in with other chairmen, because your goal is to get them to study and learn as much as they possibly can, guys. And the very last thing I'll give you is this is a boot camp that I created when I was I think I was a P1000, but I still utilize it every single day. Here's the website for it. This boot camp, if you do the boot camp, like what it says each week, and you repeat it over and over, and then you give it to your team, but hey, let's do all this stuff, and you listen to everything that's on there and take notes, you'll know it. I used to wake up, go to bed, eat, sleep, YouTube videos, YouTube Academy on how to build a network marketing business. I would do anything I possibly could to learn it, apply it, and everything like that, guys. So real quick, before we close out this call, we're pumped up, baby. Hey, if you're pumped up right now, put a 7 in the chat if you're pumped up, man. I'm excited. SummerSlam is literally coming up. I'm going to be there in 2 days. Whoever else is going, man, this is going to be the craziest experience you've ever had in your entire life. My experience at events has been life-changing, like just absolutely crazy. I left the event like hysterical, like literally hysterical. I flew home back to Minnesota from Texas, I opened my computer, opened my back office, got my notebook. I just started flying, bro, just texting everyone. And it really changed everything for us. But if anybody, just real quick, I'll sit on here till 6:20, 3 minutes. If you have any questions, I'll answer anything you possibly have. This will be on YouTube. I'll be posting in the next day or two. But if you have any questions right now, feel free to ask anything. You can literally ask it all. Someone had a pyramid scheme question, kind of answered that a little bit. But you can message me on Instagram if you want. My handle, I'll drop that in here real quick if you guys ever want to ask a personal question. But we talked about obviously inviting people, how to invite people, how to teach your team how to invite people in a 3-way. If you saw that Jade and Aaron scenario, and if you're in Jade's position where you just got started, utilize your P600 or above and put them in a group message with anyone who's interested. What is the link for the United Traders? Let me go ahead and drop this in here real quick. Again, if you guys have any questions real quick, go ahead and rip anything you got. Okay, let me go ahead and read that in a second, Avery. Just sending this in. Man, there's a lot of flies out in Arizona, I'll tell you that. All right, Avery, you just asked, what are some things you struggled sacrificing for your success, and how grateful are you that you sacrificed it now? Well, just a real quick timeline. I joined December 2019, and I was in college, and I did not take it serious for 6 months. I was barely P150, P600, somewhere around there. I did not take it serious at all for like 6 months. And my upline would hit me up every single day and be like, dude, let's show people today. Let's show the plan. That's one thing I'm so blessed and grateful for my upline, Kessler Geschwil, is because he would hit me up every day. What you want to do is, you guys want to build your legs, hit everyone up on your legs every single day and be like, let's get to it. Let's get to it. People are used to being told what to do. You're not telling them what to do. You're giving them instructions, guidance, and motivation every day. It's like a reminder, and you want to be positive about it. Remember, everyone in your business is here because they're voluntary. It's a voluntary army. That's what it is. Basically, you're here because you want to be here. I'm here because I want to be here. And that's how it is. I've seen some leaders in the past that got ego issues, and they started, acting like the people had to be here. They had to do the work. You want to be the most kindest leader ever. You take the most arrows in your back out of everyone in your entire business, lead from the front. But yeah, so 6 months in, I started actually getting serious. The last 6 months, I built the business to 75 people. Oh boy, we got a problem here. Someone at this Airbnb is grilling right now, and these burgers are roasting out there. Holy cow. But I built my business to about 75 people, and that was that was awesome, but I didn't know how to sustain the business, so I ended up having it fall to 3 people. And that's because of this analogy right here. This business is like a big cement ball. Every single day that you're on one of these calls, that you are messaging new people, that you're showing the plan, that you're, presenting, all this stuff, you're pushing this massive cement ball. And in the beginning, it is so heavy. It's hard to get this business off the ground. It's not easy. It's called network marketing. Everyone forgets about the work part of the word. You got to put in work every day. And every day you don't put in work is another day it gets pushed in the future that you're going to have to work. So that's why you want to work every single day. And so, I stopped pushing the cement ball, and then it came to a stop eventually. And that's when your business stops hitting momentum. You have to get it going again. You have to give that ball love every single day. But something I had to sacrifice when my team fell from 75 to 3 people is, for at least 6 months, I did not leave. I really didn't leave my house. I didn't hang out with my friends. I didn't go out partying. I had no alcohol, nothing, absolutely doing nothing. For 6 whole months, whole half a year. Some people that might be now a lot, maybe not a lot, but I dedicated a half a year at least of not doing any of that. Basically so I could, get my business off the ground. Because this business is like a jet on the tarmac. You have to go 100% to get it off the ground. And then when the jet's in the air, you guys feel that they decrease engine speed. You start floating a little bit, but I had to cut everything off. I'm talking everything. I'd wake up in the morning. I'd go to the gym on the treadmill. I'd listen to Matt Morris while I'm running on the treadmill. I'd get my pump in. I'd steam room, stretch, do a little meditation for like 5-10 minutes, go back home. So starting at 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock, 10 presentations a day. 10 presentations a day. I pull up my Google Calendar. If I didn't have at least 7, 8 presentations booked in the calendar, I started freaking out. I'm hitting up people on my team like, dude, let's get some calls set up. I'll help you with any single call you need because I needed my calendar packed, So, that's what I did. I set up as many calls. Some people have jobs. And I didn't out of college because, I started doing this full time right away because I had some money saved up. But, that's what I had to sacrifice. It was 6 months of no friends. I remember they would call me, they would text me, and I just wouldn't go out with them. I wouldn't hang out with them. And it's because I told them after an Alex Morton call, because Alex Morton said, dedicate 90 days to this. 90 days every single day. And what you want to do is call your friends, your family, your loved ones and tell them, hey, listen, so I got to do something for myself that's going to change my entire life and hopefully people I love. And so I'm not going to be around for the next 90 days. I'm not going to be able to go out. I'm not going to be able to go party. I'm not going to be able to do this stuff. And listen, I love and respect, you and a lot of people a lot, but I got to do this for myself. For 90 days, I'm going to eliminate all distractions, turn my TV around in my room, put the Xbox in the basement, whatever it is, eliminate any sort of substance use, eliminate any friends, everything. I eliminate it all so I can get this thing off the ground because I was sick and tired of being a platinum 150. I was for six months. I was a P150. And then I went from P2 back to P150. And I was like, I'm sick of this. I was so sick of it that I was like, I'm going to study everything. I'm going to apply everything I can. I'm going to learn everything I can. And I'm going to just go off like crazy. And so that was really the sacrifice. You got to put in work every single day. Freedom isn't free. If you guys see me on social media and I'm going from place to place, I still have to be doing this stuff. I still have to be messaging people on the team. I still have to be posting in the groups. I still have to be, prospecting, presenting, enrolling. I'm still networking while I'm out and about. I just was in Las Vegas for a friend's birthday and I still got at least 50 contacts while I was there. Just by the same way I told you guys earlier, they're like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I day trade. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, let me get your Instagram. Done. That's it. And so that's really what it is, man. So you got to sacrifice now so you don't have to sacrifice later. I think I saw a few other questions. Let me just kind of scroll over here. What's your target market for recruits? Well, I used to, and I'm not talking about anyone right now, but I used to, I don't know, like, sign up a lot of 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds and stuff like that. I was like 23 years old and Joey would be like, you're prospecting at the playground. And here's the thing, when I was 18, 19 years old, I had a lot of energy and I was a hustler. And so I don't knock 18, 19-year-olds at all, but what I realize is they don't, even myself at that age, it's kind of hard for them to really get locked in at that age, really get locked in and stay locked in because they're 18, 19 years old. And some of them can really do it though, so don't disclude anyone in the entire world. The people that you think can't do it and won't do, and the people you think will do it and don't. So that's why anyone. So that's kind of, I target for, I don't know, anyone. I target for anyone that has a desire, a burning desire, a work ethic, and they'll never quit. That's what I desire. People who are just sick and tired of living, the life everyone else. When you step up your people, on a compound plan, should you set them up on a 30-day or 90-day? I would do a 30-day, and 8% growth a day is a lot. You guys know that? 8% growth is huge. That is massive. That's like unheard of. The best stocks that people usually go after, long-term are doing, 10% a year, 20% a year. And so doing 8% a day is ridiculous, and so I sometimes tell people to get the retention to stay high so they don't blow their account. Go for 2% a day. Go for 1% a day. Do 1% in that calculator for 30 days and look at that, Another thing, what is the main thing you do to create momentum? So I learned this from Alex Morton. Momentum is the biggest shakers, movers, and producers. That's what it is. It's the people who get everyone's atoms moving the most. You guys heard Bob Proctor, everything is vibrating around you. Literally everything's made up of atoms and they're all vibrating. I know it sounds kind of weird, but if you put out energy in the world, you literally attract the same amount of energy and atoms that are shaking and vibration that you're giving out. So if you want your whole team to get pumped up and excited and juiced up, just like you are, you got to be like that to them every damn day. Every day you're just pumped up, excited. You're using extra loud voice. You're giving them motivation. They will start to be like that. because if you do what they do, say what they say, and act how they act, you have what they have. So I started doing what Alex Morton did, and Joey Wilson and Matty Pips. And then I saw people in our business start doing, what me and Joey and Matt and everyone was doing. And it's a chain effect. That's the way to get momentum going. It's consistency every single day. It's using energy, just getting people pumped up. You make a video, you throw it in your group chat, you let everyone know today is the day you're going all in. I am excited. I'm pumped up. I'm going to push myself every day to my limits so I can fulfill my why. That's the stuff that gets momentum going, and it's just being really consistent every day too. Those are the most consistent win. What's a good time frame to stick with when running a presentation to keep the attention of your prospects? Well, YouTube videos, if you guys look it up, most people won't click on a YouTube video that's over 3 minutes long. Now it's because of Instagram video, if it's over a minute, it's IGTV. If it's under a minute, it's right on your profile. Now, if it's over a minute, X amount of people don't want to click on it anymore. So in terms of a presentation, I'd say about 30 minutes. 30 minutes is about as long as you want your presentation to be, because anything past 30 minutes, people start to lose their attention span. Think about this. The reason I'm recording this, if you've been on the call this entire time, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. And your attention spans probably came in and out throughout the call. And that's why 30 minutes is where you really want it to be. But that's why we recorded this. Okay. Let's see. I think if anybody has any final questions, cool. Other than that, we'll wrap this call up. I'm just pumped up, man. I'm ready to see who has a paradigm shift at this event. There's people in here that have been in the academy for almost 2 years and haven't even been to an event. You have no idea what you're about to experience. It is absolutely through the roof. Bring your notebooks, bring your pencils, have a clear mind, get ready to learn and just soak in everything, and this momentum off of this event is going to explode your business. Just watch it. You heard it here, folks. All right. So with that being said, I don't think anybody has any more questions. I appreciate everyone. Obviously that's even in Team Ambition and a part of this company. And let's crack some chairmans this year, guys. I think we're in the third quarter now, and it's going to be absolutely insane. So let's get it. Let's run it up. And I hope everyone has an amazing day. Peace out.